Is that?
I'm sorry. There's something really weird going on outside. So
What do you mean?
I just needed to come inside.
Is everything...
One,
2,
3,
For the Culture Podcast. Let's get it.
man. Hey, it's a new day. Another day to get some money, man. Who we got here today,
Who's
man?
in the building with us today?
Let us know. Got my dog in here today, man.
Jmoreofficial shit. You know,
Let's
really
go.
was giddy with it, man.
Jmoreofficial.
Yo,
Welcome to the show, brother.
welcome to For the Culture, my bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yo,
This is fine.
when DZ pulled up, he was bumping your shit, bro. I was like, "Who's that?"
Yes, sir.
He's like, "Yeah, that's the homie that's coming tonight." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay."
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Appreciate
yeah,
you,
bro.
bro.
That shit was tough.
Thank you, bro.
That shit was tough.
I'm fucked up about that popping.
Oh, word.
That'd be hard.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man. I've been working, bro. You
Yes,
already
sir.
know, bro. That's what it's about, man. Putting in the work, bro.
For sure.
Appreciate
Facts.
it, bro.
We listen to a lot of people's shit, man, and yours really stuck out. That shit's fire. Your shit be
Like
slapping.
from
dog.
like flow,
That
but
shit hard.
you could tell like your delivery and your confidence. You know, you believe in yourself. You don't, even if people didn't believe in you, I know you, motherfucker. It's like,
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit just
Yeah,
come from really like when you go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I've been doing music for a long time. I started up like I feel like I've always been an entertainer. You know, when you're young and shit, you goddamn be around fam. They may tell you to sing. You know what I'm saying? Put you on the spot.
Put you on the
yeah,
spot.
different
Yeah.
different stages
Right.
of it.
You
for
start
sure.
singing, and then
Same
actually when
here.
you do good, you get the response, and they're like, everybody start going crazy. You just
crazy.
stuck
It's
with
like
the feeling,
crack,
like,
bro. You
yeah,
need some more.
yeah.
Need
It
some
could have
more.
been like a joke too. Like, let's just put him to see if he can sing. And you
Exactly.
snap, and they're like,
exactly,
oh,
bro.
oh.
And it be moments like that where you, as a kid, you realizing like, damn, you was just snapping on me and yelling at me for not doing nothing, and now you kind of cool just because I did that. So
That's
that must
crazy.
mean something's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
that's a crazy outlook and perspective, bro. I ain't like,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. So how we like to do it here, bro, For the Culture, we just like to take it back to the origin story. What inspired you? Where'd you grow up? You know what I'm saying? What brought you to where you're at now? Like,
Yeah.
all the juicy, like, how'd you become the person you are today?
What gave you the juice, man? What gave you the inspiration?
So I was born in Albany, Georgia.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, not Georgia, Albany, New York. My bad, I'm tripping.
Albany.
My fault.
Shout out Albany, New York.
Albany, New York. That's the capital of New York, man. I was born there, and I was there till probably 9. Then I moved to Baltimore, Maryland, and I stayed there for a year. And then I moved to Georgia. And
Oh,
that was
shit,
probably
okay.
it was probably in 2008 or 2009. I think it was 2008. But anyway,
Oh, so you been in ATL for a minute?
yeah, so
For
what
sure.
happened was I came here, and then I was a badass kid. My mom sent me to live with my dad because they're not together and shit. And I lived with my dad for 2 years in North Carolina. Then I came back in 2010. So I was here actually in 2007 or 2008. Left, came back in 2010, and then I've been here ever since.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, definitely a minute though, for sure.
And
But
do you feel like you were being rebellious at the time? Was it because of the moving situation? Did you feel like that affected?
low key?
Because it's like I know because I moved a lot as a kid, so it's
Yeah.
like it sucks like making friends and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
your
yeah.
parents
Starting
don't
over
go
and
through
shit.
that because it's like then they take you away from that. Do you feel like how do you feel like that affected like you growing up?
I feel like it
And it has it positive, negative, whatever.
Yeah. So I feel like it definitely made me better with communication. Just the fact of
Facts.
you go into different places, and
Adapting
everybody
to
talk
environments.
Yeah, that's
different,
deep,
everybody act different, everybody interpret shit differently.
So you
Everybody got
kind of gotta observe,
for sure,
like you're
for
like
sure.
okay.
And then it's just you'll understand how you communicate, because sometimes you could be saying some shit and somebody will take it a certain way your whole life because you're in one area, but if you go somewhere else and say that same shit, they're gonna take it a whole different way, and it's just knowing about communication.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a story. I don't know if I told this on another podcast, but I was in L.A., nigga. I was in L.A. I was in front of Nipsey's store. Rest in peace to Nip. That's one of my favorites.
Nip,
Before Nip, before everybody got on Nip, I was on Nip. But I was in L.A. This wasn't even 2 years. This was last year. And damn, what I said, and it was the wrong thing to say.
Oh man.
I went up to a nigga like, damn. What I said, what's good? That I'm talking to him, and then he like, we talking about the clothes and shit, cause they selling the Crenshaw shirts and shit in front of Nip stove. So I'm talking to him. So then like we shake hands and shit. I was like, what's your name? Where you from? I think that what I said, like, where you from?
Oh,
so you know,
shit.
down there they like, he look at me like,
What you be with, nigga?
like you blood, you Crip. Like he looked at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, that's
and I was
crazy.
like, oh nah. I said, nah. I said, I'm cool. I said, like, I'm from Florida. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah, I was about to
no
say,
gang
shout out where I'm
shit.
from.
I ain't from here, man. Let
Like
me
I
let you
forgot
know
what I
that.
said, but I ain't said it into a way.
You were like, I know,
that-
like smoke.
Yeah,
like, I ain't trying to
like,
test
ain't
your
no
gangster.
smoke. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
ain't
that
tryna-
answers it right
Like,
there.
I
Like,
was
no.
Hey.
I'm from Florida.
Nah, I ain't saying it like that though. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know I'm G, but I ain't trying to.
I know.
Not in front of. Not with these niggas. These niggas straight. These niggas. Crip, straight
Man,
Crip.
look.
No, I don't want nothing with y'all right now, bitch. I'm in y'all territory. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even mean it like that. Like I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
crazy.
real.
Yeah.
Communication. When you move, that's different. Like certain places, you can't say certain shit. Like it don't,
Sure.
they don't take it the same way.
Yeah, you
Know what I'm saying?
definitely gotta be mindful for
Hell
sure what
yeah.
you're saying.
Like
Yeah.
they don't take it the same way. For real.
But yeah, like
Crazy.
Yeah.
That shit woke me up though, bro. For real,
Yeah.
bro. Go ahead, bro. That
Nah,
shit
it's-
just
that
put
shit
me back
crazy.
right there in that moment. Real shit.
But yeah, like as far as like the moving aspect and shit, like that's like I feel like it definitely it helped me with communication. It also helped me with really learning people, because I feel like I never really stayed at like one environment too long, so I never really got a chance to really kind of be lost in a perspective.
Yeah,
Facts.
and moving made you like adapt to certain environments and
Right.
like learn how. And
Right.
you feel like maybe that sucked back then, but maybe now do you feel like it helped you as an artist, like,
No, for sure. I appreciate
or
it,
even
bro.
as a person in general?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I feel like the moving shit definitely that shit definitely it helped me just be able to analyze shit, because it's just like sometimes when you stuck in one place you don't necessarily want to analyze
get
shit. You
stuck
feel
to a
like you
certain
know everything,
perspective,
but
yeah.
if you keep moving around consistently, you always got to be aware of your new surroundings, especially if it's something you ain't used to.
That's
So
a gem right
I
there.
definitely
Gotta
feel like
be
it helped me
aware,
with just
sir.
like analyzing people, analyzing like
Everything.
and it's just like when you go to different places, like basically what I explained, like I started out in New York, went to Maryland, then came to North Carolina, then came to Georgia, and it's just like you see a lot of the same traits in people
In different like parts.
in different ways.
Yeah, and how they
Yeah.
manifest differently.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
I recognize this
Yeah,
shit. I know exactly what you mean.
Exactly, bro. So
Yeah.
that definitely was a plus, bro. I didn't want to leave like when it was time to leave, but I mean after we left, it was just like it wasn't my choice. My mom had she just said she was done with Albany. She wanted something new, so we went to Maryland. That shit really didn't work out there, and she had met a dude, and he lived in Atlanta, and he kind of convinced her to come down. And I came.
And now,
Been here, and then I was
Okay.
being bad. She sent me to live with my dad. You know what I'm saying? It did my dad really straightened me out, because my dad's strict as fuck. I wasn't able to do shit. My mom is like, she got like 3 other kids to deal with. I was living with my 2 older brothers and my older sister, so
Okay.
it's kind of hard to be pinpointing and holding the nigga down and making him, you know what I'm saying? But my dad, it was just me and him, so he could focus on making
Yeah,
sure that he,
like
you know what I'm
you,
saying,
full
lock in on me
attention.
type
Keeping you
shit.
on your shit,
Right,
yeah.
right, so
right.
So
that shit straightened me
how
out.
did the
and I came
music
back.
play into this? Like, when did music start? When did you start making it?
So
get
like,
into
all
it?
right. So basically, I feel like I explained earlier, like my whole life I've been like, I feel like an entertainer just because of like my capabilities. When I used to get told to sing, going to church, you know what I'm saying, singing in church, stuff like that, and being in the choir, going to school, being in like band class and just getting hype off of that, beating on the tables and lunch, and just really just it's a slow, like just what's the word? Like I can't think of the
Progression.
word. Yeah, like a slow progression of just like realizing this is something that you resonate with. But like when I told myself I wanted to do music, like for real, because I had hoop dreams first. Like I was trying to be a hooper.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
play
was
ball.
I was trying to
balling.
be a hooper, yeah, for sure. Really, what I was balling in middle school, but all the moving shit was fucking up like the focus on trying to really get that shit
Lock
down.
in,
It's just
like,
like
yeah,
every
yeah,
time
yeah.
I try to learn to really like
I can't lock
get in
in
the
how I
program,
want to.
right? I'm
And
moving and
basketball
shit.
is definitely a sport that definitely you need to be locked in somewhere,
Right.
especially in your community
Everywhere.
growing up,
Right,
like with your
exactly.
school,
Even the
like,
people that's
yeah,
like helping
around
you do the programs, they
yeah.
need to know you and shit. So
Exactly.
It's
So
like, I never
okay.
was able to really lock in. I came to Georgia when I finally came back and stayed. I was freshman year of high school. I had tried out for the team, didn't make it, just because I felt like I don't think I wasn't as good. What happened is the nigga, the coach, who was basically the football coach, he ended up being the basketball coach because the basketball coach got fired from the school completely, and the football coach basically just brought all the niggas he know that played good at football on the team, and then he just had like a really weak ass trial just to see if anybody else was like
Interested.
It
substantially
sounds like he
greater.
just got thrown into it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's
So it
not
really
even
wasn't
his
even
thing.
like-
He's like,
yeah,
well,
like, it's-
I'm a coach, so fuck it, I guess.
and I feel like the fact that I wasn't like a known face, the fact that I just came to Georgia, like, and I wasn't substantially better than everybody, like that kind of was like, I'm gonna just rock with who I know, who I can coach, cause I already coached these niggas, and didn't make it freshman year. Tried again sophomore year, but when it was a different coach, but my grades like didn't allow me to play. And then after that, I just started really like fucking with the music because I was already like recording like on my phone like at a young age. Like I'm talking about like elementary, going into middle school, like having a voice memo, recording next to a little beat and saying my little rap and playing it back for myself, like on some shit to where people don't really know I'm doing it. I'm just doing it and just finding
Seeing
the love.
where it
You know what I'm
goes.
saying?
Yeah.
Just finding the
No,
love
facts. We all have that story.
for music,
Yeah,
and
hell
then the day you actually do come out and show somebody and they like it,
And you're like,
it's
oh
just
shit,
like,
here.
okay.
I'm about to do my impromptu
Yeah.
performance. How's it gonna go?
So that shit really kind of like, it was already building, but like in high school when I came to Georgia, like niggas was rapping and shit, and niggas in the school was rapping, and it really started off in lunch. You know how in lunch you got the freestyles and shit.
Okay.
They beating on the
Freestyle
table
sessions.
with the pens.
Right. So goddamn, niggas was freestyling at lunch, and it got to the point to where somebody I knew had a Guitar Hero mic, and I had linked up with this dude named Austin. He was making beats, and he had FL Studio, and I had asked the nigga with the Guitar Hero mic, could I borrow it? Never gave it back.
Ran off on the plug twice.
And then took that shit. And
That's
took
when you
it to the
started
nigga,
recording on?
Took it to the nigga crib with the FL.
When you go platinum, he's
When we
gonna
started-
sue you.
He was making the beats, and we put that shit, the Guitar Hero mic in the computer, and we was like, "Oh, we got this shit to work." And I started recording like that, bro. And then that really was like what started like my recording process.
Getting it out the mud.
How old you was?
This was freshman year, so this was like 14. I was 14.
Damn.
Yeah, I was 14. So
Do you remember what the song was called?
nah, it was really on some like
Freestyle and shit,
testing the
shit, yeah.
waters, trying to figure it out
Okay.
versus really making a
Making a
song.
song.
It
Yeah,
was like,
just
let's
trying
see
to
if we
figure
could even make it work.
Exactly. See if we can get this shit recording. This nigga got the beats, and you know what I'm saying. We just trying to just see if how to figure this shit out. But what really I feel like did it was like I said, the lunch, niggas be freestyling. I'll go in a circle. After everybody go, I'll go in, say my little thing. People will fuck with it. And it just got to the point where I felt like I got the fucking mic. I got the producer. I be coming and rapping and
Let's
shit.
do this shit.
Let me go ahead and try to make this shit
Run it.
real.
Right.
These other niggas in school was doing it too. So it's like, let me go ahead and do it.
Right.
And then after that,
And you'd be like, I'm getting it.
yeah.
So
So then after that, I just I end up making a rap name. I called it Young T.
That's what I was gonna ask you. What was your first rap name?
My first rap name, it was Young T.
Okay,
Yeah, most
that's
people had like a young, a little, or a big, or a shouty song.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, crazy. So
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And do you remember like what would you say is your like first hip hop inspirations like that you were like, man,
You
I
took my question.
kind of want to be like this, or I kind of want to, you know what I'm
So
saying?
in
like,
New York, 50 Cent, that nigga was popular, bro. Yeah, 50 Cent. He had a hold on niggas, bro. He had a hold on niggas. Like when 50 came out with what was it, man? It was really the videos that got me. I'm looking at this
In
nigga
the
like,
club,
bro, like this nigga big as hell, got all the
What you mean?
shoes, got all the females,
When
got
I
all the
saw it on the
cars.
screen,
I'm looking at this
he
nigga
got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Boom, I was like, oh, this man's so hard, cuz.
yeah, bro. So
he
like,
kind of took the game by storm.
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching this interview with Jay-Z, and he was saying that when he knew 50 was about to come out,
he was warning
and
niggas.
he was warning
I remember
his
that.
fam.
I remember that.
It's like, yo, y'all better drop, because when he dropped,
it's over with.
And then in the club drop.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like this
Yeah,
nigga
bro.
knew.
That's
He had
hip
it by
hop
the throat
history.
there
Gotta
for a
be
minute,
living.
man.
Do before I
Yeah.
die.
I wanted to be
ain't
50
got
Cent.
time to waste.
Yeah, I would.
you a gangster,
But you never.
And then you're not only like hard, you're getting backed up by Eminem and Dr. Dre,
Right.
which just went on a crazy run.
It's unfair,
like,
bro.
Hey, one
It's unfair.
50
You got all the
don't pay by
forces to
him.
come together. And
yeah,
say,
it's
"Let's do
just
this."
like unstoppable. Oh, that's dope. So you got inspired by 50. You recorded with homie, like y'all plugged in the Guitar Hero mic, right?
Right. And then
What happens there? Like, all right, y'all figure it out. You're like, all right, this
so
is
we
what I
figured it
want to
out,
do.
and basically how I used to put it together was we figured out how to export. Like I ended up doing a song. I think it was a freestyle because I wasn't like able to write a song to his beats, but the regular songs I was out, you sing them along. And sometimes back in the day on YouTube, they would have the beats where it had a hook and then the verse was just open. So basically I was just like just loading up one of the songs.
Right,
Yeah, like load up one of the songs that we already know. They got the hook in there, and when the verse come out, I'm gonna lay it down and shit.
Yeah.
And we figured out how to export it out of FL, make it into an MP3 file. And this is when I was fucking around with the computer, and I had a Windows Media Player. I forgot what program it was, but I was basically like, no, it was a slideshow. I don't know what it was, but I was basically taking the audio from FL, putting a picture on top of it, and creating like little videos to put on Facebook. So that's how I first started like releasing music.
Just improvising on
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Just making it
yeah.
work.
You're making
dog.
content
Right.
before like content was like
Exactly,
a thing.
Like really
Getting
fucking
it out, finding a
So we
way.
just trying to find a way to put it out because I like, bro, like I'm not just gonna be just rapping in school. Like
Yeah.
I niggas need to see this on my Facebook to know like this is real. You
So
know
when
what I'm
did the upgrade happen? Because I'm telling you right now, the stuff that you're making now does
Oh,
not
man.
sound like it's on a
I
Guitar
mean, it's
Hero
just
mic.
progression. Like I said, like this was in high school, bro. Like in basically 2010 type shit. So
When did you start really cutting some records?
I feel
when it
like
started
I
heating
feel like
up.
after I got out of high school, I had more time to just really focus on it because like I was dropping shit in high school and like trying to figure it out, shit.
Quit
But
playing around.
I felt like after I got out of high school, I was able to really like get a job. One, to invest in like better shit, and then two, like I was able to basically just like realize like, okay, I need to upgrade. Like I need to get better. Like I'm going against the real world. When you in school, you just going against niggas.
That's
in school.
what I was gonna ask
But
you.
it's
Do you
like-
feel like that was like a make it or break it moment for you?
I mean,
like a leap of faith type.
Like I always felt like I was good enough to do it just because of all the reactions I would get when I show people when I actually try to do it. So I never was really like discouraged to do it. It was just about how to do it for
Just
real.
doing it.
Yeah. So, what you said? You said what? My bad, bro. I just
No, damn! I just had a brain fart too. you threw it back at me.
Shout
I'm
out
like,
to the
shit.
Kush.
What did I say? Fucking shit.
Damn. I
The-
was trying to answer the question correctly. I think I would have found it, but bro, I said such
DZ don't know what I said.
I told you was gonna get a contact.
But let's talk about like what would you say is like the pros and cons of like being an independent artist?
The pros is you got ownership for sure. The pros is you're not controlled. The pros is basically like it's I mean it's freedom basically. Like you got all the freedom to do what you want and how you want to do it. Not being independent, you may not necessarily got that freedom, but you probably got resources that independent artists don't have access to. So It's just about really what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it, and if you need resources or not. Because me specifically, I've been an independent artist for a long time, and I feel like I've definitely gained some connections that I feel like a person that signed don't even got. So it's just about like how you doing it and what you want to do type shit. But I mean, it's just pros and cons to everything. It's just about how you look at it. Cause
It's all perspective.
yeah,
Facts.
So what where you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I see myself lit. I see myself probably not even in America. I don't even,
Where
like,
would you go?
overseas somewhere? Because it's just like they say the motherfucking dollar decreases, so I'm trying to be where the money at.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm trying to be where the money at.
Go
But,
somewhere you can run it
Get
up.
that capital.
and I see myself lit. I see myself successful. I mean, I really feel like my whole life kind of been like a journey of just like trial and error.
Trial and error, hell yeah.
I really feel
everybody life like
Yeah,
trial and error. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
Yeah.
don't even see that or realize that. Probably like it's trial and error. I know mine has
Every
been
day, bro.
trial and
Hey,
error, boy.
fucking
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
It's like you got to figure this shit out.
We all out here trying to figure it out. Even if you feel like you got to figure it out, everybody trying to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't got to be about love. It don't got to be about money. It don't got to be about it's just life. Period. You trying to figure this shit out, bro?
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? For real shit.
So here's something that's really important that I think we gotta address. If somebody's listening to your catalog, right, and they're watching this, what's like the greatest hits? What do they gotta listen to if they're tapping in? What do they gotta put? Those
I got a
eyes
lot of
on?
music out, so and I really don't like to kind of put it on people because it's like everybody hears is different, and it's like I might tell you to
I
go
feel
look
that.
up something and I like it,
facts,
but
I
like
understand
somebody
that.
else may like something else like that.
I
their
suffer
music
from that same
that
problem.
their ears like basically resonate with. So basically, I would just say look me up and find what you like for real. But I mean,
Just go through the catalog.
Yeah, for sure.
Take the
But
time,
the,
go
I
through
mean,
the
the
catalog.
ones that I feel like resonate the most to people that probably got like the highest views and stuff. Find My Way. The video's out. Jmoreofficial on YouTube. You can check that out.
Find My Way.
Yeah, Find My Way.
Okay.
Featuring Buka. Shout out to Buka. What other? Like I got so much music, but the thing is like I'm not even worried about the music that's out. I'm so focused on just do music, bro. It's like I'm not even thinking about the
you
music
got
So
that's
what's
out.
shit.
coming?
What?
You seem really excited about this.
Yeah, man.
And your shit is hard, bro. Like
I
I
appreciate
really
it, bro.
want to fucking
I
emphasize.
appreciate it,
Yes.
bro.
This man makes some fucking gasoline fire.
Appreciate
like,
you, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah, y'all
This
look
shit
out
is
for this
powerful,
shit,
bro.
man.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
coming
saying?
with it. What's coming is just singles, bro. Like right now, I'm focused on like I got a lot of visuals, but like I feel like my process this whole time has been like do a project, put all the hits on it, and put it out. But what I didn't realize is it's like if people don't really have the visibility on you and recognize you,
studying.
that shit just
You
going
don't
over
wanna-
niggas' heads
yeah,
every
you don't
single
want-
time. I'm putting all this time and effort, money, energy into something. And it's like
And
niggas
you
is
don't
not
want
really
it to not be
reciprocating it.
appreciated for
So
the
so
art.
now it's like, all right, I'm gonna just hit y'all niggas with jabs every time. Bow, bow, bow. So
Hell
it's just
yeah.
gonna be singles. Like that's what I'm working on right now, just to kind of generate visibility.
Right.
Facts.
And then after that, then it's just gonna be on some like what the people want.
So-
I'm gonna let the people decide.
What's your process when you go record? Like, how do you do it? Like, what do you need? Do you need like drink? Do you need weed? Do you need peace? Do you need it to be crowded? Do you need females for the motivation? You need whoever for your motivation.
This is
You
what, all right. This is what I need. The first very thing that I need before I go recording is for the engineer to know how to engineer. That's what I need you to motherfucking
Yo,
know.
come
bro.
on,
That's
say
what
that
I
shit
need, bro.
again.
That's what I need. As long as you know how to work that motherfucking board. That's
good.
good. That's the first thing I need to know for me to be excited to even go and get into the creative
Yeah,
mode.
man.
Because it's been so many times where I be going to the studio and niggas don't know what they doing, and that kind of fuck up
And
the
it just
frequency.
kills
And
it,
then
bro.
energy
Yeah,
of me
man.
getting some shit going. So
When
it's
you-
like I need you to know you. That's the first thing I need. And once I know, I'm finna go
Hey,
link up with
boy.
such and such because bro know how to use. Like I'm already excited.
that
Like,
shit will frustrate you.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they
bro,
doing.
and it really be like hindering the fucking time, the process, and then you just get unmotivated, don't even want to finish the shit, bro. But definitely, an engineer know what he doing. Secondly, need the gas. That shit mellow me out for sure.
Fact.
And third, I would say I need direction because there's a lot of times where I be going to the studio off of just being inspired and don't even get shit done. But it's like if I go in there like with direction and
Knowing,
knowing
like,
I want
what
to
you
do
wanna
this,
accomplish.
I want to do that. I feel more better about the whole thing because it's like I'm not coming out with something that's incomplete. So I would say yes.
It's like you heard that Wayne, like I need the beat, who on the hook.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I feel that completely.
A track out, like basically like a schedule. Like, all right, I'm gonna do this song. I'm gonna do
An
that
agenda.
song.
Yeah, for sure.
type
No.
shit.
Do you need how do you work? Do you freestyle? Do you need to pre-write? Do you need to write in the studio? How does that go?
So basically, I always come with a hook ready. Like basically, I'm writing a hook at whenever the inspiration comes, or whenever I hear the beat, or sometimes I may just write some shit because some lines came to my head and I'll put it to a beat. It's really different, bro.
Right.
But like the kind of normal like process is like I'll have the hook ready, and then I'll probably have a verse ready already, like written, and I'll go there. And basically, I'll lay down a hook and I'll lay down a verse and I'll just listen to it and see how it sounds. And if I feel like I'm fucking with it, I'll continue to do the second verse. If I'm not fucking with it, I'll probably delete the verse, write a new verse. Or sometimes if I feel like this much is good, but this ain't good, I'll take that part out and rewrite it right then and there. Tell the engineer to put it on loop and just plug in right there. Like, but I write for sure.
Okay.
But there's definitely songs that I went and freestyle and did for sure. But I just feel like I'm more of a calculated person, so I want to have more like control. So
and knowing what you want to go accomplish.
Writing down definitely helped me like organize
How do you feel about, how do I say this, inspiration versus like discipline and motivation? And what I mean by that is like certain people wait to get inspired to go do something, to where another person will just know that the discipline of going to do it.
Yeah. I feel like a discipline over inspiration. I'm gonna say that because of productivity. Like in this game, you got to be consistent, and it's just about like if you discipline and you know like okay, I gotta put this out. Like if y'all look at my discography, bro, like I've dropped a project every year. Like from 2016, I feel like every single year, like I'm dropping.
Let's go.
Like 2020 was fucked up, so I didn't drop that year. But 2021 came back, dropped. You know what I'm saying? 2022 dropped. So it's just like,
you do have a deep ass catalog.
Yeah, it's about being disciplined for sure. Because I just know at the end of the day, like,
because inspiration, I feel like is based on emotion, and emotion is great, but it changes
every day,
moment, seconds,
every second. Yeah, it's like every day, every second for sure.
That's fine, bro. That's
so
a
I
gem
definitely
right
would say stay disciplined to do what you know what you're supposed to do, and that shit will probably work out better than you just waiting for you to be inspired to do something.
Yes, sir. So, with all that being said, like, what you want these people to look out for now?
Look out for me.
What you got
I'm coming.
next? Okay.
I got content. I got videos. I got singles. Like I said, I already got content out. I got a lot of shit out, but I'm really focusing on the marketing and really just trying to get visibility. So I'm just saying, expect me because you're just gonna be seeing me doing a lot more different stuff and a lot more different places and around a lot more different people. So just expect me, just see me because I'm coming for sure.
Okay, so we got this round right
Cupid
now.
just came in. Let's go for the love of it. For the love of it.
So what we doing right here is, what we doing right here, man?
So right here, my bro, you just named 3 things you feel like you can't live without.
3 things I can't live without.
3 things, people, whatever, anything. 3 things.
Gotta have it.
I'll say God.
God, shout out to God.
I'll say freedom.
Freedom, for sure.
And I'll say love.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Heart.
All right. And
like,
before we get to the lightning round, you about to say something?
No. I was just about to say, like what I love, like everything is dead. So like
Real shit.
Yeah. Facts.
Before we get to that round, is there anything that we didn't ask you that you wish we would have asked you?
No, I asked pretty good questions.
Hey, that's love, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really?
Love.
I just really want to continue to fucking emphasize in this episode
Yes, sir.
that you are really fucking hard.
Yeah, we
bro.
lock it
You
in, bro.
make
We lock it
really,
in, bro.
really good fucking
I don't even know how to
music.
take that shit, bro, because I feel like
Yes,
if I ain't
Like,
there,
I want you, if you're
People be
fucking
smarter
watching
than you.
this,
Right.
take a second and click the fucking link and
Yeah.
listen to this
Yeah.
guy's shit because it's really fucking good.
Jmoreofficial shit, you know I'm really lit.
No, for sure, man.
Jay
Like you
Moore.
make some shit, and I understand because I've been making making music for a long time, and I know what you've got to put in to get to where you're at. So I'm like, please don't let these motherfuckers not know that this boy been snapping laughing.
I appreciate you, bro. For
No,
sure.
facts.
We gonna tap in for sure too.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, you know what time it is.
That time. Is it about
Yes,
that
sir.
time?
It's the lightning round.
Okay, we gotta
Shit.
take the hard away. We gotta take the hard away. It's lightning round.
Okay, most influential artist in your life. Go.
I would say me. No.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say J. Cole because I definitely
fuck with
like
it.
listen to a lot
Cole
of
was
his.
super cool.
I relate to that 1,000%, bro. That's my favorite rapper, bro.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of his music in high school and shit. So.
And he like his come up is so dope too, like the way
Yeah, bro.
he did it and then got signed to Jay-Z. Like that shit is crazy. As
It
fuck.
was so organic to it. It almost felt like you was there with him, going up with him, even though you wasn't like you ain't babies. It just felt like he made you feel like he was you, or he can just like he's standing right there next to you, telling you what's going on and how it's going, type shit.
Right.
His
It's
songs
very
were like
relatable.
conversations
Right.
a lot of times.
Right, very
Super
relatable.
fire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What was your question, dude?
Favorite movie? Top 3.
We got what I say? I said next Friday. Next Friday, we got Don't Be a Menace.
And Southside Central brought Jinky Yo Juice.
That's that shit.
And we got Road Bounce.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Roll Bounce
Shout out
was
to
a
Bow Wow,
vibe.
man. I was a fan, man. Everybody
Wow
hate
had
on
the
that
hoes.
man. That nigga had the hoes, bro.
When we was just Bow Wow had the whole though. I can't cap, man.
Shout out to Bow Wow.
And I would say you're a weed connoisseur, right?
For sure.
So if you could time travel and go back in history and smoke one with anybody, who would that be?
Damn.
Dead or alive?
Yeah, anybody.
That's a hard question. I don't even know. Bob Marley.
Hey.
Marley, very nice.
I want to smoke with Bob Marley.
And you know
'cause-
Bob Marley only smoked Reggie. He ain't never smoked gas before. So you about to bring the pack.
The Reggie over there is a different kind of Reggie.
But
Yeah,
still,
Reggie
like-
over there is probably
But
exotic over
they
here.
still ain't never have exotic. It never
It's got
existed in the
strong roots.
timeline.
I feel
of
like that man
weed.
is just so divine and his
Yeah.
whole life.
No,
Like, I just would
definitely
want to talk to
smoking one
him.
with
I just
Bob.
would want to really have a real conversation and just hear his perspective, like on my questions, and just ask him like what he be thinking and stuff like that. Like just a real one-on-one type shit.
Nah, that'd be
Especially
fucking
over a
fire.
blunt. Like,
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
G.
Oh, yeah, that'd
Think I'm
be
talking
epic.
3 hours.
All right.
Well,
What-
shit.
What's one thing that make you want to slap somebody when you see them do it?
Motherfuckers be cap. Motherfuckers do some
Motherfuckers
shit
cap.
that like you just
Cap.
know ain't right. Like on some shit where it's like a nigga just
Cap
ask you to
in
borrow
America.
borrow some money, but then go on Instagram and show like he got money. And I know that ain't yours. And you just asked me to borrow some money.
Yeah.
So that's some cap ass shit. I should slack you.
You heard her here first, everybody. This is For the Culture podcast, man.
Let's get it, man. Jmoreofficial shit. You know.
Let them know where to tap in with you. Spotify,
Tap in
Apple
with
Music,
me,
YouTube.
yeah, all of that the same. Jmoreofficial, JMoreOfficial. Just
Hey,
tap
bro,
in and see what's
I
going on.
appreciate you coming.
Hell
Is
yeah,
there
no problem,
anything,
Being with us,
is there
bro.
anything you want to leave these people with, bro? Anything.
Life is precious and life is short, so be
Yeah.
happy, be positive, and be
Facts.
authentic.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go. Drop
Brother,
a
thank you
four.
for
Culture
joining us, man.
Podcast,
Yes, sir, my brother. Let's put a
Appreciate y'all,
4 for
man.
the thumb tag.
Let's get it, man.
go. It's For the
go.
Culture.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Very well.